I was a girl in a book, this would all be so easy. Just give up the world happily.
Falling in Love, Part 1. A Giyuu ex-listener one-shot. You hated him. His stoic, unbothered expression that seemed to be permanently worn on his face made your blood boil. He was impossible to work with, yet you always seemed to be sent out on missions together. Today was one of those days. The sun was still high and bright as you began the first part of your journey to your mission location. It was a village up in the mountains, somewhere hundreds and hundreds of miles away. You sighed as you walked alongside Giyuu, lightly kicking the rocks around you every other step. You glanced up, noticing his clenched fist and how he sped up his pace, leaving you trailing behind him. You kicked one of the slightly bigger rocks harder than the rest, thus hitting Giyuu in the ankle. The air became thick as he stopped and turned to look at you. Ellen. You didn't respond. Can you stop kicking shit? His voice sounded harsher this time. Sorry, I didn't. He turned back around and continued walking, his fist still clenched. You ran to catch up with him, so you were back at his side, able to feel the sleeves of his 𝖦Ratu𝗎𝗎 brushed against your wrist. As you continued walking, you glanced up at him every now and again, smirking slightly as you admired his features under the sun. No words were exchanged until the sun began to set, coating the sky with blends of orange and yellow. Tomioka? You questioned. He looked at you from the corner of his eye. Do you know where... You were cut off by the sound of crow noises approaching. Rest! Rest! It squawked. Accommodations have been organized. Continue north. Your eyes followed it as it circled around both you and Giyuu before continuing off into the distance. The rest of the walk there was slightly less quiet than usual. You couldn't bear the awkward silence anymore, so you attempted to make conversation, mostly about missions and Demon Slayer related stuff, although all you seemed to get from him were cold, one-word responses. Fuck this, you suddenly exclaimed. His eyes widened ever so slightly. Can we at least try to get along? I know you hate me and we're at each other's throat half the time, but we're always on our missions together and... You inhaled deeply, thinking carefully about your next sentences. It's getting really hard to work with you when you won't even fucking cooperate. How did... You cut yourself off. He opened up briefly about his past in one of your stupid arguments. But despite your differences, you weren't as awful as to bring up his past into something that was usually just childish bickering. Ellen, I don't hate you, he simply stated. You opened your mouth, ready to retaliate, only to pause and replay that last sentence in your head. Ellen, I don't hate you. Ellen, I don't hate you. Ellen, I don't hate you. It echoed around your brain. Why couldn't you stop thinking about it? Why was he suddenly having this effect on you? Overwhelmed with emotions, you tugged at the sleeves of your 𝖦Ratu𝗎𝗎 and continued walking. It was true, though. Giyuu didn't hate you. He didn't know how to feel about you. You both made your opinions about each other quite clear, but recently, something had changed. He yearned to be in your presence, to hear the sound of your voice. Fuck. He was falling in love with you.